Okay, in this video, let's discuss the first exam. Okay. Problem 1. We are going to solve the equation in the complex number system. This quadratic equation in the complex number system. Okay, so if I mentioned again, to solve a quadratic equation, if you can factor it, you get the real solutions. That is still the solution in the complex number system. If you cannot factor it, you possibly will use the root formula. And root formula, if you get a negative discriminant, then you will get complex solutions. If you get a positive discriminant, you still get the real solution, but that's also the complex system, complex solutions. Real solutions are always complex solutions. In either way, you should get the same answers. If you get a complex number, complex solutions, I can say that you can never factor it, get a real solution. Okay, so it doesn't say you in one way you get a real solution, in the other way you get the complex solution. That's not going to happen. Okay, so now let's directly apply the root formula. X is 2 times a. Okay, what is the root formula? Okay, 2a negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac. So b is negative 1 plus or minus square root of b squared is 1 minus 4ac. So it's 1 plus square root of negative 7 over 4. Square root of negative 7, remember, whenever you have a positive, a negative number, square root of negative some n is positive, then it is equal to square root of n times I. Okay, this is the formula. So square root of negative 7 is equal to square root of 7 times I over 4. So two solutions. X is 1 plus square root of 7 times I over 4, or 1 minus square root of 7 times I over 4. I have to see these two numbers in order to give you full points. Okay, that's the first one. And second one, we are going to solve the quadratic inform equation. Okay. Well, it's not that difficult to see. We're going to choose u to be t2 1 over 3. So you get 2u squared minus 5u minus 3 is equal to 0. So let's factor it. 2, 1, negative 3, and 1. So the product, you get 1, you get negative 6, negative 5. Okay, good. So you get 2u plus 1, and u minus 3 is equal to 0. So you get 2u is, u is negative 1 half, or u is 3. And u is t to 1/3. T to 1/3 is the cube root of t. Cube root of t can be positive, can be negative. So both numbers have to be considered. Okay, so when the cube root of t is negative 1/2, t is negative 1 over 8. Cube root of t is 3, t is 27. 27 and 3 cubed. Negative 1 over 8 is negative 1/2 cubed. Okay, let me write here, it's a negative 1/2 cubed. This is a 3 cubed. So the solution set is negative 1 over 8 and 27. Okay, that's our first two problems. And third one. Third one, we know that upper value of 4x minus 3 is less than or equal to 7. We're looking for AB so that this inequality is satisfied. Okay, let's start from here. So 4x minus 3, ops value is less than 7, it's between negative 7 and 7. And then we add 3 for two sides, get 10, between negative 4 and 10. Divide this inequality by 4. 10 over 4, 10 over 4 is 5 over 2, okay, it's 5 over 2. Okay, so this is x. Now we want to relate x to this expression. We need to multiply this inequality by negative 2. When you do the multiplication with negative 2, remember you change the direction. You change the direction. Negative 1 times negative 2 is 2. This number times negative 2 is negative 5. 5 over 2 times negative 2 is negative 5. So negative 2x is between negative 5 and 2. And this, the opposite inequality. And minus 1, the subtraction does not change the direction. 2 minus 1, negative 5 minus 1. So A is negative 6 and B is 1. Okay, A less than B. It's in the opposite order. Because you see here, usually we always write some less than, the smaller number on the left hand side. But since we do the multiplication with a negative 2, so we change the direction. So the smaller number is on the right side at this moment. But it doesn't matter. Just realize A is this negative 6, B is 1. It's enough. Problem 4, we're looking for the perpendicular line. The line perpendicular to the line y equal to 3, x minus 2. Actually, we are interested in 3. Minus 2 is not important, right? Containing the point 0, negative 1. Okay, the line perpendicular to this line, the slope is negative 1 over 3. Negative reciprocal. This is slope. The point is 0, negative 1. What we have? We have a slope point form. Slope point form y minus negative 1 is equal to negative 1 over 3 x minus 0. That's it. You don't have to simplify it. I mean, if you simplify it, it looks like this. And some of you write like this. They're all correct. But for me, I will write this. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. Find the average value. Average rate of change. Average rate of change of fx. X cubed minus 2x and plus 1 from 1 to 4. From 1 to 4. So what is the average rate of the change? The average rate of change is the following. The formula is f4 minus f1, this change rate over 4 minus 1. Okay, so what is f4? Let's check. f4 is 4 cubed. Is that cubed? Yes. 4 cubed minus 2 times 4 plus 1. 4 cubed is 64. 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1. 64 minus 8 is 56 plus 1, 57. f1 is 1 cubed minus 2 times 1 plus 1. 1 cubed is 1 minus 2 plus 1 is 0. So it's 57 minus 0 over 3. It's 57 over 3. you do the computation, it's 19. This is an integer. Some of you didn't try to compute this 57/3. I still give you the points, okay? But it is 19. Next, solve the inequality. Solve the inequality. So when we have this inequality, the both sides have the common factor 2. So first we can divide this inequality by 2. After we divide the inequality by 2, we have 2x squared minus 3x greater than -1. This is a division by a positive number. You still have the direction greater than. And so it's 2x squared minus 3x and plus 1 is greater than 0. This one you can factor it. 2x minus 1, x minus 1 greater than 0. So you have two solutions, and it has a positive leading coefficient. Remember our trick. So you label those 2 points, 2 solutions, x-intercepts, and if the leading coefficient is positive, it opens up. So the solution greater than 0, it will be the left part and the right part. Okay, so that's it. So many of you didn't try to solve the inequality. They tried to solve the equality. They only gave me 1/2 and a 1. 1/2 and a 1 are not solutions. They are the key point to find the solution. But they are not solutions. Solution set is this. This is inequality, not equality. Okay? Next, okay, parabola 7. We find a parabola with a focus. Parabola. Focus. Where's the focus? 2, 4. Directrix. Axis -4. Okay. First of all, let's check what is a focus directrix. You have directrix, you have focus. Then this distance. First of all, this distance is not p. This distance is 2p. Okay, the distance between the f and the directrix is 2p. The midpoint is a vertex. The distance between the vertex and the focus, this is p. Okay, the distance between vertex and the directrix is also p. So that's why we say there's 2p. Okay, that's important. And also we need this vertex. The standard equation, something like this, plus or minus, they place the vertex at the origin. They place the vertex at the origin, and then we can move this vertex, translate this vertex. Okay, so here, this is a geometry. Now let's check the problem. The problem is there's a 2, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. This is a focus. Directrix, where's directrix? X is equal to -4. X is equal to -4. It's a vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a x equal to -4. Okay, it's a vertical line. The horizontal line is a y equal to -4. It's not that one. Don't be confused about those two lines. Okay, it's a 2, 4. X equal to -4. Then the distance. This is 6. Here's 2. Here's -4. So the horizontal distance is 6. So 2p is 6. P is a 3. P is a 3. And then we need the vertex. Vertex is a midpoint. it's in the same row, and the midpoint between 2 and the negative 4 is negative 1. So negative 4 plus 2 over 2 is negative 2 over 2 is negative 1. So the vertex is negative 1 and 4. The same row, the same y value. Okay, so you get the vertex, you get P, and you see here it's a horizontal parabola opening right. So it's this way. Y minus 4 squared is equal to 4p, 12x minus negative 1. Don't simplify it. Opens right to the positive x, so it's x, positive x. Okay, so be careful. The distance between f and the directrix is 2p, and the midpoint is the vertex. And if you open to the right, 4px, open to the left, negative 4px. Okay. Okay, problem 8, we're going to find ellipse with a center. Ellipse. Center. Center is 1, 2. Vertex. Vertex is 4, 2. Continuing point. Continuing 1, 5. Ellipse. Center. Focus. Vertex. The distance between the center and the focus, that is C. The distance between the focus and between the center and the vertex, this is A. Okay, and B is B squared is A squared minus C squared. Okay, and then you have to determine it's horizontal or vertical in order to place the A and the X or Y. Okay, let's try to do it. Center is 1, 2, 1, 2. One vertex. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2. This is a center. This is a vertex. So it's a horizontal. It's a horizontal one. And this is A. So A is equal to 3. 1, 2, 3. A is equal to 3. And the center is 1, 2. So the equation is x minus 1 squared over A squared plus y minus 2 squared. I don't know what B is, so over B squared is equal to 1. Right? So A, the 3, A squared is 9. I have no idea about B, so I put B squared, y minus 2 squared. It's horizontal, so A squared is under x. It contains 0.15, so we plug in. So you get 1 minus 1 squared over 9 plus 5 minus 2 squared over B squared is 1. This is 0. This is 9 squared over B squared is equal to 1. So B squared is equal to 9. So the equation is x minus 1 squared over 9 plus y minus 2 squared over 9 is equal to 1. So it is a circle. It's strange why they always put some circle example, but you follow this way. This is the ellipse. Circle is a degenerate ellipse. So the equation like this. We'll look for the we look for the center vertices asymptotes of the hyperbola. So hyperbola. Okay, so we put x terms together, y terms together. We move 4 to the right side. And then we complete the square. Here we add 16, so we add 16 on the right side. Here we add 1, but with the coefficient -3, we minus 3 on the right side. Okay, so it's x plus 4 squared minus 3, y plus 1 squared is equal to, what's this? It's 9. Okay, so it's x plus 4 squared over 9 minus y plus 1 squared over 3 is equal to 1. So this is the equation of the hyperbola. It's a horizontal equation. There's two this one, yeah, this one is better. It's opening to the left or right. Okay, so we get A, B, and C, but it doesn't matter, we don't need the C. Thus, we need what? Center. Center is -4, -1. Yeah, -4, -1. The vertices. Here, let's talk about the geometry. Here's the center. Here's the focus. Here's the vertex. This distance is C. This distance is A. So A is 9. 9 squared. A squared is 9. So A squared is 9. So A is 3. Okay, so let's check it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So this is a -4, 1. It's horizontal. So A is a 3. So you go to the right 3 unit. So this is a -1, -1. You go to the left 3 unit. -5, -6, -7. So it's -7, -1. Okay, so this is a 3, and this is a 3, to the right and to the left. So the vertices are -7, -1, and -1, -1. What else? Asymptotes. Asymptotes is either x plus 4 over 3. You just remove the square, minus or plus y plus 1 over square root of 3 equal to 0. Okay, just remove all the squares and change the minus sign to be plus or minus and put here 0. So if you write, you can write y plus 1 is equal to plus or minus square root of 3 over 3 times x plus 1. Some of you just write these 2 steps. It's correct. Absolutely correct. Okay? 2 asymptotes. 2 asymptotes. Good. This one is horizontal, right? It's horizontal. Okay, now let's talk about the problem 10. Problem 10 seems give us a lot of trouble. It's the geometry. It's a circle, standard form. We have a center. We have a line touching the line. Yeah. -1, 1, 2, 3. So this is a center. Touching the line y equal to 2. Y equal to 2. This is the line y equal to 2. So what does it mean? a circle touches a line. So you see, this is a circle touch a line, right? And when the circle touches a line, then this is radius r. Now let's try to sketch it. If we sketch the circle touch the line, this center is -1, 3. This line is y equal to 2. So what is the radius? The radius is r equal to 1. Okay? Do you see the geometry here? You put a circle here, and the line is y equal to 2. This number 2. This height is 3. So you can get the radius. It's above 2, so the radius has to be 1. So we have the center, -1, 3. The radius r is 1. So what is the standard form? X minus -1 squared plus y minus 3 squared is equal to 1 squared, and this is the answer. This one is the answer. Problem 11, difference quotient. Difference quotient, this is a good problem. Some of you made a common mistake. Let's clear it. The difference quotient actually is related to the average rate of the change. You can check that average rate of change has more or less the same computation. Here you have f of x plus h. What is f of x plus h? Fx is x squared minus 2x plus 3. F of x plus h, it means whenever you see x, you write x plus h. So here you have x squared, then you will get x plus h squared. You have 2x, it's 2 times x plus h and plus 3. This is the right formula for x plus h. You cannot just directly put add h at the end. That will give you totally wrong answer. Okay? So you expand x plus h squared minus 2x minus 2h and plus 3. So this is x plus h. Okay, now let's try to compute. Fx plus h minus fx over h. You copy this long expression. It's long now, but many of terms will be cancelled. Minus everything from x, fx. So you minus x squared minus -2x is plus 2x minus 3. You just subtract each term. You see x over h. X squared minus x squared. -2x, here is positive 2x. 3, -3, cancel. So what do you still have? 2xh. H squared. 2h. Yeah, that's all. 1, 2, 3. There are only 3 terms. And the numerator, every term has a factor h. You factor out h. And then you can cancel h from top and bottom, so you get 2x plus h minus 2. This is the answer. Okay, so this is the complete discussion of the first exam. If you have questions, we can discuss your situation. Okay. Okay. We stop this video. We will continue another video. Thank you.